I'm Lisa Kearns, City and Regional Councillor for Burlington Ward 2, and I'm here at the Royal Canadian Legion, Burlington Branch number 60. I'm joined today by Dan Lauzon, Veteran Affairs Officer for Royal Canadian Legion, Deedee Davies, daughter of RCAF veteran Fred Davies, and Bob Ankrett, son of veteran Harold Ankrett, City Liaison and Museum Curator for Royal Canadian Legion, Burlington Branch number 60.
Bravo.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Bob, what gave you the idea for the Veterans Banners?
Lisa, I wish I could say it was my idea, but it wasn't. I've seen veteran banners in other cities and towns across Canada, and I spoke to people, families on the sidewalk looking at them, and the bottom line is they just felt good. They felt proud, and they felt good about the banners that they were looking at, which usually included their family members.
That's beautiful. Dan, Deedee, Bob, what do you hope other people will think about when they see the banners?
Well, as far as, for me, anyway, when I see a photo of my dad up on that banner, I remember a great guy who never really, as most veterans, never really spoke very much about the war. But as a sergeant, he saw an awful lot of the war and a lot of carnage. He was a very proud man, and he welcomed all religions and cultures, and I, quite frankly, Lisa, I miss him a lot. And when I see it up there, I feel, as I said before, proud. There's a lot of unrest in the world right now, as you can see from media. And these banners with family support seem to be a bright spot for us. I hope it makes others appreciate their family members and the friends that served in Canada and helped us build this great nation after the war.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And Deedee, you?
I actually saw these banners when I was on vacation in PEI several years ago, and I was just in this small community and I saw the banners there and I was so touched by them, and I thought that one day I would love to be able to honor my father that way, because when I saw those banners it just made me realize how important the people of that community thought their veterans were. And I think to my dad and you know, like a young man going into the World War II, and what he gave up to fight for the freedoms of the world, you know, like young idealistic man, and what he went through. And as Bob referenced, you know, given what's going on in the world these days, I think it's really important for people to remember what these veterans fought for, and how important it is to safeguard that. And so I would love to see people having this visible remembrance of the veterans, because there's not that many left.
Absolutely, and I think that's a very, very important message to share. And yourself, Dan?
Well, the first thing I think about is a veteran. I think I see families honoring their grandfathers, grandmothers, father, mothers, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles. I see parents honoring their sons and daughters for the sacrifices they made for love of country. Now, for the people who see the banners, I hope they think that when these people, or think what these people have done for their country and the sacrifices they have made to keep this country free. I hope they think about the rights and freedoms they have today for what they have done in the past and for what they do today. I would like them to be thankful for what they have done, not just on Remembrance Day, but every day. When people see these banners, it would remind them of these brave men and women who risked their lives for the country. They deserve to be treated with respect and honor. At times when I'm in uniform, or where I'm wearing or riding my motorcycle and I'm wearing my leathers, people come up to me and they say, "Thank you for your service." Well, that means an awful lot. So when you see a vet, go up to them and say thank you. They'll really appreciate it.
Thank you for sharing that. I think all of us have a story and a reason to be connected to the past and to remember what has occurred in the past so that we can respect our freedom, celebrate our freedom, and honor our veterans. Bob, how has the veteran program idea been received in Burlington already?
Well, quite frankly, Lisa, it was quite slow to start. And I think that's because people didn't know very much about it and didn't really know how to obtain the banners that were out there. Of late, though, we had some great support, especially from the city of Burlington.
It's great to hear.
Okay.
Excellent. And so we all have those stories. And how do we share those stories? And how can we get a banner put up?
It's quite simple. You go to the website, you put your photo in, you answer the questions, you send us the photo, and what you get is something that looks like this. Of course, not with this face on it, someone else's. They'll be on a display on a lamppost for 4 weeks around November the 11th, Remembrance Day. They'll be up for 2 consecutive years. I should mention this is a non-profit event for the Royal Canadian Legion. Thank you.
That's excellent. So keep your eyes peeled for this amazing program coming to Ward 2 in downtown Burlington, and head over to burlingtonlegion.com so you can get your own commemorative veterans banner.